everyone, welcome back. My name is Melissa if you are new here, and on my channel we talk about everything wellness. So whether it has to do with healthy eating, lifestyle, beauty, hair, of course reproductive health, we talk about it. So my goal and mission as a midwife is to help educate the community on important information that they need to know about their reproductive health, specifically when it comes to pregnancy and childbirth. I think that there is a lack of education, and the more you know, the more prepared you'll be to optimize your chances of having a safe and healthy delivery. So in my DM a few days ago, I did get a question about labor, and the question was, how do I know if I'm really in labor? And I thought this was an awesome question because, especially if you are a first-time mom, the 5 tips or signs that I'm gonna give you are really good signs to really let you know that labor is on the horizon. The 5th sign is the all-tell confirming sign that will really let you know, but the other 4 are, early signs that will also help you, just put you in the mind frame about basically, it's coming, it's starting. So if you're interested in hearing what these 5 signs are, then please continue to watch. Sign number 1 is all about the loss of your mucus plug. What is the mucus plug? Your mucus plug is exactly what it sounds like. It's mucus, and it's like a stopper. It plugs up something. So basically during pregnancy, your body creates this white, thick, slimy, like gooey like discharge that basically corks up or acts like a cork to plug up the cervical canal, like the cervix, and prevent bacteria from getting into the uterine cavity where your baby is housed. So it's a protection to make sure bacteria doesn't harm your baby. And during pregnancy, bits and pieces of this mucus plug can start to come out, but it's more likely that towards the end, like in that mid to late 3rd trimester, you'll really start to see that mucus plug start to fall out. If you see this, when you wipe yourself or just on your underwear or, anywhere like in the toilet, this is a strong indicator that your body is starting to prepare for labor. So this isn't the sign that's gonna say, yeah, I'm in labor, because you can lose it a few days to a few weeks before, but it's a good one. Sign number 2 is starting to feel like a menstrual crampy feeling, or you just might feel a lot of pressure. You even might feel a little nauseated, and even might have a little diarrhea. So these are all really good signs that labor, like your body's starting to prepare itself for labor, because like your hormones are starting to release, and prostaglandins and all this stuff are starting to be released. That is basically helping your body prepare itself. So losing some stool, some loose stool, is a good way of your body making more room for labor to start. And feeling a lot of pressure is a good sign that your baby is getting into position, and that sign that people say the baby has dropped, that's also what I mean when you feel just a lot of pressure down there. So that is also a good sign as well, but not the sign. Sign number 3 is seeing some bloody show. So this is a little tricky, because sometimes in early pregnancy, or after penetrative sexual intercourse, sometimes you can see a little bloody show, like when you wipe. So that is not a sign of labor. But if during like your 38, 39, or even 40-week visit, when you come to your provider's office, and if you want a cervical exam, they will manually put their fingers into the vaginal canal and start to feel if your cervix has opened up a little bit. And remember, your cervix is that little hole that dilates to 10 centimeters. So they'll start feeling around to see if the cervix has opened up. And if the cervix has opened up, sometimes when they pull their fingers out, of course with a gloved hand, they might see a little bit of blood on their fingers. That is a good sign that your baby's head is definitely, pushing against that cervix, and things are shaking up in there. So that's also a really good sign, but not the sign. Sign number 4 is the loss of amniotic fluid. What is amniotic fluid? It's the liquid that surrounds the baby and protects the baby during pregnancy. And sometimes women might say, oh, I think my water just broke. And that is literally the fluid being released. So if that happens first, that is called PROM, premature rupture of membrane. So that means your water has been released before labor has started. Sometimes after labor has already started, the water then, releases even during pushing, or some babies are even born in their amniotic bag, and that is called an en-caul birth. But back to the topic at hand, if your water breaks, that is a strong indicator that labor is going to start soon. And it's also a good time to call your healthcare provider, whether you're delivering at home or at a birth center in a hospital, just to let them know so that they are aware. If you are someone who is delivering at a hospital or birth center, they might say, you know what, it's time for you to get to the hospital, depending on your case. So that's a really good sign, but not the all be all sign. So the sign that we've been waiting for, number 5, is all about contractions. Of course, we can't have a baby without contractions. What are contractions? They're basically the strong, overwhelming feeling that the birthing person gets. And it's basically your uterine muscles, they are contracting. They are basically pulsating, and they are, building up, and then they're helping your baby they're giving your baby power to push against the cervix to help release it. So how do you know if you're having a real contraction? So a real contraction, the best way to say it is progressive and it gets intense. So if you just have like a little crampy feeling, or you have like a tightening of the belly and it kind of just is sporadic and it goes away, that is more than likely a Braxton Hicks contraction, and that's just like a practice contraction. A real labor contraction, like I said, you will know because 1, it'll become overwhelming to the point where you can't focus on anything but it'll stop you in your tracks, and a lot of times you will have to like stop there and just breathe through it, and it will only get closer and closer together and stronger and stronger. So this is that sign that if that is happening, it's a good time to start tracking it. And you can talk to your healthcare provider, or I'll make another video about tracking your contractions and when it's a good time to definitely head into the hospital, the birth center, or not. Or you can, you have more time to labor at home. So I hope you found this video helpful and informative. And if you have, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share it so other people will know as well. So until my next video, guys, peace and love. See you later.